Nickel Boys, directed by Raymond Ross. Nickel is a 2024 American historical drama based on the 2018 novel The Nickel Boys by Colin Ed, in which Ross directed and who also wrote screenplay, starring Hero Race along with Brandon Wilson, Hannah Linklater, Fred Internet, David Deeds, Jimmy Falls, and Andre Ellis Taylor. The story follows two African American boys, Elwood and Turner, who were sent to an abusive rape-on school in 1900, which is inspired by the Dutch the now closed doors for individual students. The film's plot: in 1992 Jim Crow era Tallahassee, Florida, young African American Elwood Curtis, very destined for great London, is black himself, retaining some mystery. His mother, Valentine Cell, who's student Cell, and who's worried that white society will retaliate if he in the growing civil rights movement, which he does. Nickel is intently segregated. Mine can join in personal attention from style. Black students are housed in sheltered facilities. Let's go make little time to date them. Though Spencer, the one who tells the black students that they can release for good behavior, in practice they cannot leave until they turn 18. The school makes money hiring other adults as convicts later. It applied was sexually abused. It fast forward to 1988. The adult Edward, played by Tony Grammy-winning actor and rapper David Dirks, live in New York City, where he runs his old movie and a former client on work, and does not be in contact with Tony. But he was badly shaken, and in 2018, after learning Nichols, and he does research, what he does do is are black. Filmed in the American state of Louisiana, the film has grossed $2.9 million in 2002. In other territories, we saw the point 3.2 million and received positive reviews from critics alike, including especially runners, 91%, and said Dr. Ross starting to touching during novel by Whitehead will be done for some, but Nickel Boy said immersion the jaw-dropping effect on walking gains and other shoes. And September 5th, directed by Turk Feldman, is a 2024 German historical drama film, directed, co-written, and produced by Val. The cinema includes Vince Carter, Don McGraw, Ben Chamberlain, and Mina Benish, chronicled, in which the film chronicled the attitude with of 80 sports crew and their government. The plot film during the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich. The ABC Sports Group resigned goes to involve games. Not to bring down of a West End other. The broadcast president for the broadcast pretender acknowledged Jonathan missions during a live interview with Spitz. But I have nothing to do with that. With Marvin Bader, he had a conclusion. I was reminded on his emotions of a politics to make on this. The night when night falls, gunshots are heard at distance. The crew listens to the broadcast, aided by Marin, which goes live in there. Then the terror attack is occurring. The terrorist group, Black September, broke into armament out in the Israeli team and taking 9 demanding reason 100. When seen it, sorry, Jeffrey Mason, they go quickly organize the crew to go Trevor to come instead. Along with Arjit, he take pragmatic steps to turn story into groupie sensation, negotiating more advantageous time slot, and even information that the crew can now access to the now restricted Olympic Village. Although most of the group is enthusiastic and confident that the conflict will be resolved quickly and successfully, these men are both men that the lives of real people are at stake and warns them of the potential unknown of terrorists. Throughout the day, the crisis wasn't to defend another mistake from an unprepared or just unrealized. Many jockey for countless news agents from all over the world jockey for the latest news notice on the standoff, including Mason become more committed in covering the story. At one point, they realize that the terrorists are watching their program, which is to rescue. Law on storm control room and threatened to crew at gunpoint to turn off the live broadcast, to turn eventually turn with their hostages in the military airport, and mate of Fürsten Feldbruck. And Mason sent Marianne there to cover it. These are should that takes place. Marianne at the airport with other news crews reports that to Mason that rumored to be free, which is apparently confirmed by ZDF. He implores but melted him to hold the reporting until being confirmed. After the opposition suit, the Mason is unwilling to lose the scoop and have the news announced. Albeit with the caveat of the traditional qualities qualifies its of Germany's statement of what is currently reported from the sources. Telex stating that I have appointed the president of the Olympic Committee. I think survivors. Friends. Turns. Just like that, inside a horrified. Tells another were killed. Sobered. Masons has Jimmy K correct the like brothers. Others nevertheless comments for an excellent job. The moment that is lost on German soil at Geocount Albert Media Airport, focus on getting a scope while lives were being lost. The crew after closing up made it linkers to videos. In a dramatization of one of the most worst watched television of all time, 900 people views one witnessed the shock and horror of the massacre. 70 people, including 11 Israeli athletes and coaches, and as McKay said, when I was a kid, my youth today, our greatest hopes and I was made unrealized. I was with and realized it. Then there's 11 hostages. 2 were killed in the morning and 9 were killed in the morning. They're all gone. It was a heartbreaking tragedy, but I wasn't born in 1972. I was born in 1993. 9 months after the 92 Barcelona Olympic Games. Anyway, the film got 92% of the more than brand. Capturing the current dedication and human availability of the movement. September 5th is a World Chronicle of the tragic flashpoint in broadcasting media history. And the golden goal goes to the Brutalist. That's 1 down and 26 to go. And so thanks for watching. And pick the Golden Globes. The first review will be one of them. Brady Corbet, vengeance, boast, foul.